morning again, everyone, and day 4, finals day, rolls on from the Australian Rugby Shield here in sunny, summery Queensland. It is the women's 7th place playoff between Queensland Suburban and the South Australia Black Falcons. James Coughlin bringing you all the action here on this sun-drenched field too. It is a very warm, very muggy day as we round off what has been a very enjoyable week of rugby here at Ballymore. There are the South Australian boys ready to welcome out the girls team for their final outing to the turf at Ballymore. It's been a bit of an up and down tournament for both of these teams. Let's check out who is playing for both of these sides. We've had a late withdrawal for Queensland Suburban. Their try scorer in Saturday's loss to Victoria, Darcy Milford, is a late withdrawal with injury. Number 20, Tamara Madzika, will come in her place. Nikki Hickman onto the bench in 14. Still plenty of exciting young talent to keep an eye on in what is a makeshift team. Let's head over to South Australia as Suburban making their way out onto the field. As we'll go now to the South Australian team list. A strong front row. Lisa Akiwasa, Grace Fitzsimmons and Victoria Cousins. Half combination of Ella Christie and Jade Pilkington will be something to watch. We are almost ready for kickoff. We're just waiting for the final team talk for South Australia is will be in their all black. South Australian men's team is ready for the tunnel. So let's run through the results for both of these teams so far. For Queensland Suburban, it is a makeshift team that has only come together in the last 5 weeks. The makeshift group with a few players piled in from the Northern Territory as well. On Wednesday, it was a 44-0 loss to Perth. Game 2 on Friday in the Queensland Derby, they lost 46-3. And then game 3 on Saturday, it was a 43-5 loss to Victoria. Darcy Milford getting the lone try. And there is Michelle Milden in 15. She'll be running the action from fly half today. And Queensland Suburban there, eager to get this up and running. We've got a couple of minutes before we are ready for kickoff. Let's run through the South Australia lineup as they are preparing to run on. They make their way out onto Ballymore. Wednesday saw a 20-8 loss to New South Wales Country. It was Ella Christie scoring all the points in that one. Friday saw a 17-11 loss to the ADF. It was Tamika McNabb, the try scorer there. Christie a couple of penalties. And Saturday was a 40-10 loss to the ACT and Southern New South Wales side. Referee Lisa Kenny. This is by Sarah Porter and Patrick Dowd. This Porter will be on the near side from our filming position. And it is South Australia getting us underway. 7th place playoff as the finals day wraps up here at Ballymore. We'll see run by Saxon Campbell and behind the line, Queensland just looking to keep the action alive. Laird brought down and Queensland looking to work the short side. Pengelly, back of the year for Redlands Rugby out on the Bayside in southeast Queensland. A couple of players got off to a standing start, attempted steal at the ruck from the ball. That was Fitzsimmons. That will go in behind the South Australian backline is Pilkington. Get it to her right, and South Australia to break with numbers down that far side through McNabb, but the pass just a little bit behind the 26-year-old. And South Australia, well, they were looking to spread it out wide. Both teams happy to throw the ball around. tight head for Queensland Suburban. Bridie Fitzgibbon, her 5th year playing rugby.
Bind. Set.
Scrum is holding. It's starting to splinter. It's not out cleanly at the back, but it is a penalty for Queensland. Tap taken quickly by Craig. Queensland can spread it through the backs. Pengelly off the step, trying to get past her marker. Matira. Matira might have been offside. And another penalty for Queensland.
Number 12, number 13.
There's a centre pairing offside as Famalu should take it inside the 22.
Oh, play on, play on, play on. They're fine.
Duncan take the tackle. Rice. Rakiwasa not heeding the calls from the referee, and it's a quick tap and go. Here is Fitzgibbon rumbling towards the line, taking it inside the 5-metre line. Craig with the pass. Here is the youngster. It's Duncombe going in under the post. Did she ground it? She did not. Ella Duncombe so close, but unable to get the ball down.
Who's taking it?
Convoy trying to take her through. And that goal line dropout is taken quickly. Queensland asleep at the wheel, but it was spilled by McNabb. Struggling with the handling early on. Nikki McNabb, a couple of takes that haven't quite stuck.
Black front row, you guys have to move past the mark as one line before you wheel.
A bit of discussion from Ella Christie to her backs. Just making sure everyone's got their assignments right. As it's picked up at the back by Campbell. She'll get the pass away. It falls to ground. Craig. For Hawkins is wrapped up. Queensland looking to break. Here's Martins. She might try and put the step on Danny Martins. Brought down, picked up, trying again. She's got 4 South Australian players hanging off her, and she's dragged over the line. Stanley is holding on to the jersey as Queensland so close. To the try, it was Danny Martins, one of the West players in the local QPR comp. McNabb and Stanley combining. Fitzsimmons with the line out. Got to get this one right. She does. Australians able to centre it a little bit through Hee-haw foul. And the kick bouncing on the 22. It's sitting up nicely now for Martins to pick it up with a head of steam. She's put to ground. Craig. For Ragafa Malu. It's been pretty much all Queensland in the early stages of this game, and they'll look to capitalise on this early dominance. It was pinched at the ruck. Determined work as it was Rakiwasa. And South Australia kicking it away once again. Martins now looking to spread it out to the left, finding Pengelly. As she'll loft it over to the far side. Going for the corner, it's Alyssa Hawkins, and she's dragged down just shy. Offload going for Pengelly, but it was intercepted, and South Australia just kicking it away. They are under the pump, South Australia, but they're holding on only just. There's Martins, she'll put the step on, wrapped up by Rakiwasa. Turnover good, another turnover for the prop, and now she's going for a run. It's mile-a-minute action at the moment. However, he didn't release, and Queensland not wasting any time. Pinar Ball down, South Australia looking to get the pressure on at the breakdown. Tuiano. Tackle made by Tehima.
Let it come!
And it's
Back of the ruck.
not
Back
coming.
of the ruck, boys.
Another penalty going the way of Queensland Suburban. And they have started this game on fire as
What's it called?
see this work by Rakiwasa. And just saw the space in front of her as Queensland have taken the tap. It's Vaigafa Malu. And the ball's rolling. It's pounced on and Queensland get it to Pengelly, but there was nowhere for her to run. Tackled by McNabb.
No release. Knees on the
And
ground.
no release.
No black ball. Knees on
And
the ground. Didn't
I
release.
wouldn't blame Craig for thinking that
Kept going.
the penalty was going Queensland's way, considering the weight of the calls early on, but this time it is penalty for South Australia. Pilkington with a chance to find touch, but it's allowed to bounce. Pengelly takes it on the run. She's tackled from behind. Saxon Campbell, one of the veterans of this side, like Arthur Malu. Getting it over the advantage line again. Tuiano. Martin, she's been heavily involved again, looking to get the pass away, and it was off the feet. It's still alive, rolls into the in goal. And pounced on by Zabierski.
Correction, goal line.
That was almost fortuitous. Duncan, third generation West player, and Triano just pinching it off Madzika. And getting the offload away. Here is Duncan, the 16-year-old, going for the line. Stopped just short. And the counter ruck from South Australia is there. And Pilkington coming up with another stop. The ball is stolen, though. And here go Queensland again, rumbling for the line by Garfamalu. Just centimetres short. And bouncing off the tackle is Campbell. She's rumbling, looking to get in under the post. Held up. Craig searching for options. Milden is there looking to put the step on, cutting in field. Wrapped up by a couple of South Australian players, and Akiwasa was going for another steal, and there's a try. Queensland, they've been knocking on the door for pretty much the entire game. And they finally burst through. As we'll see, a carry from initially Milden. And I think it was Saxon Campbell, the number 8 from close range, the former Wallaroo and Reds player.
Got 45 seconds.
It's Queensland, they've been huffing and puffing and finally knocked down the Black Falcons' resistance. Saxon Campbell, that is just the second try of the tournament.
Couple of ruck infringements. Yeah. We'll be down here for like 10 minutes.
Milden to take the conversion attempt. It's low, it's driving, and it's over. Oh. Michelle Milden with the successful conversion attempt.
Yours, Caitlin.
Saxon Campbell getting some running repairs.
First hit's yours, Caitlin.
And the kickoff from South Australia is allowed to bounce. Madzika takes it, and she'll look to burst through the South Australian line.
Get. Start dropping, start dropping.
Come back.
Kick.
Queensland looking to clear their lines. And it bounces back towards Queensland. It's taken by Duncan. Craig short, finding Tuiano.
Let's get up.
Knocked on by Queensland, has had frantic action early.
Rumby.
So, with a loose control at the back. There was a well-placed hand in that one, and the on-rushing South Australian defence able to force the error. Still on the Queensland side of halfway. And we'll have a take two on the scrum.
Already, okay? So I need you to be head above hips.
Try that one again. This 7th place playoff for the women's competition here at the Australian Rugby Shield. Very pleased to have your company. It's the Rugby Australia channels, however you're tuning in. As Queensland give up a penalty. A rare for South Australia in the first 15 minutes. There is Maddie Pengelly, the 19-year-old.
I don't know, I'm lost.
South Australia, the kicking hasn't had the most power behind it, but that one certainly strong enough as it cleared the fence. The scrum just wheeled around. A chance for South Australia to strike back. Scored at least one try in all of their games. They've scored a try in all of their games.
You've lost it.
Confidence in their ability with the ball in hand. Now that they've actually got a chance to get the ball in hand. They've been pretty much on the back foot for the entirety of this match thus far. Now they've had a chance to go on the attack.
Let it come.
Tyra
Sorry.
takes a tackle. Work it out to the far side. Anthony. She get over the advantage line, get the offload away as Zabierski is going to come back. As a foot had snuck into touch there from Andy Zabierski. To make that looping run behind the teammate as wasn't entirely sure what to do, and a couple of feet in the end were in touch. Australia spread it out from one side to the other. It's Stanley. She's looking to fend off the last tackler, but great cover work. Danny Martins. As Stanley had a sight set on that corner. She's made a couple of strong covering tackles. She's hoping to feature at the other end of the ground. She was just wrestled over the sideline.
Right, Black. Thank you.
Yours, Andy.
It's a messy line out. One by South Australia against the throw, and they're going for a barnstorming run is Rush. She's got the offload away. It's Ika who for. And now an advantage for South Australia. They're going on the attack, spreading it out to the sideline. McNabb, she's dragged back by the jersey.
Didn't release there. Coming back for the advantage.
We'll come back now for the South Australian penalty.
Yep.
They are not in a hurry to take this one.
Rolling, number 5.
And with just the 1-score margin, we'll take a quick tap and spread it out to the left with the dummy is Fitzsimmons. She's brought down just shy of the try line and lost backwards just at the back by Tahima. And now going over the line, she'll score this time. Zahn Anthony for South Australia gets one back.
Oh, shit.
It was South Australia in their first real spell down this end of the field. Fayaki thought she'd lost it, but had been able to lose it backwards. Ripped it right out of the hands of Christie. And unable to make the tackle was Craig, as had too much forward momentum as a 28-year-old. Christie. This one up, just 5 metres in from touch. She'll strike it, and as always, bending away. Unsuccessful. Score remains 7-5 in favour of Queensland in the 7th place playoff. Changes likely to start rolling through on both sides. 4th game since Wednesday for both of these teams. And Queensland with the deep bouncing kickoff that will find the sideline. It's allowed to roll over by Stanley, deciding the lineout was the better option than trying to bring that one under control.
Get wide on her.
The front of the lineout, one of the interchange players, Alawi Hola, 24-year-old. Some experience for what is, by and large, a very young Queensland side. Rice scything through the middle Queensland defence, but the counter ruck could be on now for Queensland. It's carried back, rubber through, and it will bounce up for Martins as she'll look to break a couple of tacklers. It's the 9 and 10 doing the job, Pilkington and McNabb. And Craig with the pass in front of Milden as she wrestles over the sideline. The assistance flag has gone up, so it'll come back for the penalty advantage for Queensland. And Queensland in the, I thought they were about to take the tap, but instead, Jessica Craig deciding to take the scrum. Craig also a Queensland netball rep. Michelle Milden on the QAS emerging side last year. Milden doing very well to not be dragged over the sideline.
Go over her. Sorry. Tommy's off there. Come on, let's go, Black. Mark's there. Sorry, I didn't realize your twos went in.
Yeah.
Crouch! Come on, girls. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Just waiting for the scrum pre-reset. Plenty of instruction from our referee.
Says the one's not in the scrum. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Queensland looking to push, but coming out now for the backs. Decoy run, now spreading to the right.
Push out, Caitlin!
Madzika is brought down by Anthony, the South Australian try scorer. And going in for the steal is Pilkington.
Start dropping!
She's told off.
Drop, side, drop!
And stationary
That's high.
ball carriers and a high tackle.
Let it come. You have advantage.
No advantage accruing. Craig taking the
Number 5.
tap
Not
of
rolling number 5.
might have been Eloise Rice, the guilty party. Pengelly taking it up to the 22. Duncan
Oh, well done, Jay!
and Afeaki going to go for the steal. South Australia have been very active at the breakdown. It's been a bit of a boom or bust prospect for them with more penalties and steals, but it hasn't deterred them yet. They've got to try and repel another Queensland attack. It's got the first 12 minutes of this game on the back foot as Pengelly pushes for the line and stolen again. Raikiwasa. I think that's a third pinch
No hand.
from the breakdown already in the first half.
Play on.
And a little bit scrappy, but it winds up in the hands of McNabb. Nice wrestle down. And crossfield kick trying to catch Madzika out, and the bounce will beat both of the chasers as Madzika. Stanley, just watch that one.
Sorry, Black 16. Black 16 stuff.
And as long as Victoria Cousins just gets the instruction to have a breather. Rugby ball does some funny things. It's not always cooperative.
Got to wait because I've got subs. Okay. Yep. Subs complete. Yep. Oh.
Laura Helbig has come on, and now we've got a South Australian player doing some Ventolin by the looks of it. It's a hot, draining day. It's a fair assessment of the conditions
good
thus
go.
far as we're approaching 11 a.m. local time. Queensland taking the line out. Pass from the back.
Go,
A little bit scrappy, and it's all the way back over halfway. Martins will look to try and weave some magic, but she's lost it in the tackle, picked up by Tahima.
Wait, step. Advantage over.
There's a placement. Helbig just
Take
getting it
take her on! Take him on, you got it!
for
You got it!
Stanley as she'll go for a run, look to step inside, and covering tackle
Leave it now, Red.
Well done, son!
actually made by Queensland, but now they're finding themselves on the back foot. Here comes South Australia again.
Listen!
Spread out
Yep.
to the right and seeing a bit of space, but a mile offside. Surely it was McNabb as
You're in front of the kicker.
she was
We'll come back for the
a
advantage.
good 5 metres
Caitlin,
in front of the
Nick is way
kicker.
outside there.
No.
We need to fix
Playing
that.
advantage
This
for
was
their
on.
first offside. Here, on the mark.
My toe is fucked up, okay.
Offside,
Yeah, not entirely
13 and 22. You were
Sure
in front
what
of the kicker as well.
plan was,
Just about
but
5 metres in front.
it's all a little bit scrappy as Tyra saw the advantage, and McNabb might have thought she was preparing to take a mark. Under 10 minutes remaining in this first half. South Australia just waiting to make their call. Got the penalty, and are they going to
seconds for when they indicate, isn't it?
going for a penalty? And it is Laura Helbig to take the
Got 45
penalty.
30 seconds now.
We've seen some props already
Yeah.
taking some attempts during the Australian Rugby Shield, so Laura Helbig will have a chance to
Jane.
get her name on the
Jamie
score sheet.
13.
You got 15 now.
Just over 30 metres out, up she steps, she's got all of it, it's on the way, doesn't have the legs, just under the crossbar.
Chase it!
Queensland
Right side.
returning that with a fair bit of interest as it will roll down towards the 22, taken 30 metres out from the try line, and Martins followed that up very well as she made the tackle and the knock on at the breakdown by Anthony.
Mark's there.
And that was a close attempt.
Wait for the forward
Helbig.
zero, tell everyone at once.
It was Martins
And Mark's
following
kick
up on her own kick
ladies.
and just trying
All
to
right, got 6 minutes.
regather
Everyone hear that?
Anthony.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Queensland spreading it out to the backs, and it's picked up by Madzika. She can put the step on. She's got one to beat. Tamara Madzika just stopped short. One of the Northern Territory players in this Queensland Suburban side. And Helbig with the tackle, forcing Queensland back.
Step!
Without going for it again as it's fumbled by Holler.
Tackle there.
Holler is down in back play.
Gone from a knock. Now to a full arm. 8, you've gone straight down.
There's Saxon Campbell.
Number 8, straight down.
The quick wave acknowledging that she might have been in the wrong on that breakdown, as we may have some
Yeah,
running
just-
repairs with Fitzsimmons
Wait, the train's coming.
putting a boot on. We'll go to the replay now as Holler just couldn't bring that one under control. And I wonder if she was just a little bit hobbled as she took the pass. Holler helped off by the trainer.
At a sub.
Will she come off, in fact? She's making her way back
She's on.
towards the line for the time being, and it looks like
Driving.
Malawi Holler is sticking around. She's not ready to call it a day just yet. South Australia again unable to find touch, only to pick out Martins. To the left it goes. Pengelly she'll get that extra pass out to the left. Here goes Hawkins for the corner, and she spilled it. And the ball's back now with South Australia. They might want to go end to end as the covering tackle is made. As back in cover is Layla Wood in the 10 jersey. And through the middle from Tuiano, getting the offload off for Pinar.
Hands out. No release.
Holler. She's recovered as Nafor. It's done for not releasing. Another penalty. No shortage of infringements in this first half. Helbig finding the roof of the shaded area where the substitutes are currently enjoying the relief from the sun. As Nadzika has made her way off for a breather for Queensland. She wouldn't have been expecting to start the game until she got the word very late on.
Need a receiver. Yep.
And it's taken
That's
by
two.
Zabierski.
Two receivers. Same picture as your last game, Black. Exactly the same. Two receivers. Sorry. Scrum.
Queensland taking the scrum. We come into the closing
Anna.
seconds of the half.
For the game. Yep.
Big shot, let's go.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Side down, Black.
Ball was,
Advantage forward.
that was lost forwards at one point by Queensland. As back we
can play
come
a
now
scrum or
for
we can play a
the scrum.
penalty. No. Oh. About a minute and a half. About a minute and a half.
I think everyone's eager to get to half-time as there's some much needed hydration for both sets of players who
Bind.
haven't let the heat impact the pace of this game.
Set.
Side's looking to run with the ball in hand.
Yep, that's fine.
As that's a tight head now for Queensland as they look to go on the attack. The bounce pass finds Webster as
Tackle there.
Queensland just looking to
Yeah, you got it.
go in, and another steal at the breakdown from South Australia. We are the specialists of that.
Off your feet now. Off your feet.
That's far.
Leave it.
I'm trying to keep track of it, but McCallie's a little bit low at 5. South Australia, can they
Yep, seen it.
steal a halftime lead? Offside
Side. Sorry.
against Pinar. Advantage now for South Australia, and this might be in
You got
range for
advantage, Black.
Helbig if they want to take the 3. As
Back. Offside. Number 5. Offside.
oh, with apologies to Alicia Pinar, it was Tessa Tanafo.
That's going to be last play. We play the line out if it goes out on the full.
And with this being probably a couple of metres just out of range, maybe. I thought she might have fancied a
Keep it positive, eh?
chance Helbig, but she'll make sure this one finds the sideline. One last chance for South Australia.
Yeah, last play. 2, 4. How many, Black? 7? 6. 2, 4, 6.
And making sure the numbers are right. And the line out is spilled, and well, Queensland
Advantage red.
they're wanting to take the advantage. Again, great work at the breakdown.
Playing advantage. Sorry, my bad. Your side. Playing advantage from the knock.
And that is how the first half will end. Queensland Suburban up 7-5, tries from Saxon, Campbell and Zahn Anthony. We're going to step away just for a couple of minutes and be back with the second half after this. It's half-time of the 7th place playoff between Queensland Suburban and the South Australian Black Falcons. Coming to you on the Rugby Australia channels. James Coghlan in commentary. Very pleased to have your company on what is for, well, some of you I'm assuming, a public holiday Monday. Let's check out the first half highlights, and it was Queensland Suburban scoring first after about 10 minutes camped down in the South Australian 22, and it was Saxon Campbell diving over from close range. It was Michelle Milner trying to ducking under a couple of tackles, eventually being dragged down just shy of the try line. And nobody was going to stop from there, and it was South Australia's turn to go on the attack. Loose ball its way back into the hands of the Black Falcons. Zahn Anthony finishing from close range. A clever step. Too much burst in the short space to get by, and all that we've got separating these sides is the conversion.
Yeah. No top speed today. All right, you got me? That's great.
As we've got more action coming your way. It is the final day of the Australian Rugby Shield. As the finals from both the men's and the women's comp will be continuing throughout the day. Here we go for the second half. South Australia running, I beg your pardon, from right to left, or left to right on your screen. And we've got an early line out. And just a reminder, coming up on this first Monday in October, we've also got more rugby action coming up. We've got the under-18s test match, Australian schools and under-18s, and New Zealand schools. Game 2 from Viking Park. It's on Stan Sport.
How many, Red?
We've also got Rugby World Cup action on Stan.
Thanks. One more. Thanks.
Queensland Suburban, they started the first half on fire as that line out a bit scrappy, and it's eventually claimed by South Australia, and they're just going to keep rumbling forward. There's Tahima.
So you think behind me?
South Australia now looking to spin it wide, and coming out to Stanley with a head of steam, and she's lost the ball or went into touch. I think it's a take your pick scenario, and it will be a choice of line out for Queensland. That first attacking phase fizzled out.
Let's go, Red.
Let's see, weather continues to be a factor. It's at 26 degrees at the moment as the line out is straight down the middle, and it's knocked back by South Australia. They've got the ball.
Say again.
Something from the assistant.
No, she's fine. She's fine.
And South Australia going a long way back to go forwards, but they might be able to get back over the advantage line as they'll work it down this near side. McNabb, she's upended. Run by Rice. Verway she's found a bit of space. Jet Verway brought down just outside the 22, trying to go again. Brought down very quickly, South Australia. Anthony unable to find a path through the Queensland line. All big. She'll get the forward momentum going. And turnover by Queensland. Find a way to hold out. Box kick coming from Craig. rolls eventually over the sideline as it's just ushered over. Just to Craig. The box kick going for the chase, and Anthony just not fancying trying to claim that one on the fly.
Oops, I'm on the wrong side. Oh. No contest.
And South Australia, Christie bringing it up towards the halfway as off the line quickly. Wood involved in the tackle, and here she goes again. Layla Wood trying to strip the ball out, and she's done just that. To the advantage of Ranui Hastings.
Advantage over.
Made the most of this advantage. Here go Queensland down the short side, and the pass close to being picked up by Hawkins.
Just a knock.
Advantage for South Australia. They might look to go for a run themselves.
Advantage over.
And here goes Eloise Rice. She's been busy, more than happy to take a carry. Crossfield kick to get over the head of Martins, and she's able to take it on the bounce and corralled by the jersey, but able to evade the growth. It's Danny Martins going for the try line, stepping inside. Is she brought down by the shoelaces? She wasn't, but she was held up just enough for Anthony to come back and bring her down on the second attempt, and it's an advantage now for Queensland. Need to rumble over, it's Campbell. Tracy Thielander going for the goal posts. Milden as she is levelled. Solid hit. Matira.
Playing advantage.
And back will come for the advantage.
Not wrong.
Campbell ball in hand. She's ready for the quick tap. Wasting no time. Saxon Campbell going for a double. Did she get it on the try line? She did. Saxon Campbell at the double. Off the quick move from the tap.
It's fine. Yeah. Nah, all good.
As we'll see the replay here as there was no stopping her. Quick thinking. There is Saxon Campbell, who's leading by example. Kicker. Now it's Layla Wood. She's struck it. It's on the way. The flags are up. The assistant's happy with that one. Layla Wood adding to the Queensland Suburban advantage. Now to a 14-5 lead with just under half an hour remaining in this 7th place playoff. About 10 minutes to break through in the first half, slightly less time in the second. South Australia, they need try and something to get themselves back into this one.
Keep coming, keep coming.
And that was not an ideal pass from Craig as it fell well short of Duncan. Frustration for the Queensland Suburban number 2. Never quite had the air on that pass to reach its intended target. Tia Matira. 17-year-old Now on playing scrum half for South Australia. Queensland looking to drive in the scrum, unable to force the tight head in South Australia. And the break through Christie. Advantage
Offside.
for South Australia, 4 offside. They might not need it as they look to break through, pass away, perfectly timed, going over in the corner. It's Caitlin Stanley. Did she get the ball down?
Yeah.
As we might have to hold fire, as I think she may have been denied.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, Pat, you got a mark for me? It's going to be a black penalty, offside. Yep. Come up, Red.
No try.
Your penalty, offside. Here. Yep.
And I just wonder, was that pass potentially called forward? Or it could have been held up as well, actually, because I don't think, based on that replay, that Stanley got the ball on the ground. However, still could work out quite well for South Australia. They've got the penalty advantage and a very tight angle on that kick, but it found the sideline from Jamie Matara. Jamie Matara's on the field now, 21 and 12.
Yeah, on you. 2-4.
In case you're wondering, Jamie is the older of the two at age 19.
Got a receiver. Got a receiver. Girls, let's go. One receiver.
Matara steps into the receiver role as line out is cleanly taken by Jane Afeaki.
Play on, play on. What's out? Sorry.
Behind Verway, and she's corralled by Pengelly, 22 on 22.
You're off your feet. I said that.
And Tanner for the guilty party in that instance. Tap and go. For South Australia is Tia Matara. Puts it over to Jane Matara, getting the step on and grabbing the jersey was
You're on
Webster.
The body, let it come, let it come.
And spilled at the back, so we're going to come back for the penalty advantage.
Yes, that was.
I think that may have just been a warning, perhaps first and final, issued to the Queensland defensive line, as we've got a quick tap coming now, and rumbling for the line is Helbig. Can she go all the way? She stopped just shy. There's a few bodies in the way, pick and go. And tight angle as Queensland looking to hold out. As South Australia rolling over, repelled once more. And going over the line this time is Rice. She's stopped, gets it back. Now they look to spread it wide. Amy Matara as it was a knock on. Queensland hold out. South Australia, they're not going away either.
Yep, number. Red 26 sub. Yeah.
Just such strong work from Queensland, because I'm pretty sure South Australia actually got over the line at one point, but as we're trying to go to ground.
Are you right? Yep. Be careful here. You're in the red
Hurled back.
zone. Yeah. I'll try. Yeah. Our subs are complete. All right, cool.
waiting for the final
Girls, what are we waiting
confirmation on the
Here we go.
subs.
for? Mark's here. You right? Just blame the heat. Crap!
It's good when you can referee and have a couple of laughs at the same time.
Set!
South Australia's turn to enjoy a bit of scrum dominance. Wood. Draw that one towards the sideline and it'll roll out.
Black sub,
Australia finding
1:15.
a way through as a couple of changes coming for South Australia. Lucia Kiwasa,
Number 1.
Ella Christie coming off.
No.
Placement forwards for South Australia.
No, girls, we're just waiting for subs to be done. Set your line out, please.
Yes, we had a bit of a false start.
Yeah, no, all good. I just didn't see them come off.
Quarter of an hour gone in this second half of the Australian Rugby Shield as that line out was a little crooked as we come back for
Option.
that.
Jess, option. Yep. Scrum. Red.
As always, drifting off
Hey,
to
Black.
the South Australian side. Just a reminder of what we've got coming up here on field 2 after this. A midday local time kickoff. Victoria against the South Australia Black Falcons in the men's competition. And then I'll be back with you at 1:30 p.m. for the women's 5th place playoff between Perth Gold and the Australian Defence Force. It's a busy Monday, but we wouldn't be doing anything else, would we? South Australia forcing Queensland back as Craig is just able to get that one away. Bounce passes, intercepted and going for the line. And again, a desperation tackle on the jersey was all that held back Tamika McNabb.
Offside.
And
Number
Queensland
12.
called for offside again. Tackle made by Hawkins. South Australia continuing to inch forward. Ngaluka. And there's space now if South Australia want to make the most of it. Going out to the left. They've got the numbers. And will she be denied this time? She will not. Caitlin Stanley, that time she got the ball down. And South Australia are back in this game with less than 20 minutes to go.
Jess. You know what I'm going to say? Offside. Okay. Next one we might have to make it.
Caitlin Stanley, she was
All right.
denied before by either a forward pass or held up. And she gets her first try at the 2023 Australian Rugby Shield as Annie Martins couldn't get over in cover. An unselfish play by Afeaki. And also from Jet Verway, one pass further inside. And this is going to be a very tough conversion. It's about as close to the sideline as can be. Very big. Taking a moment, stepping up, striking it. It's on the way, and again, just missing. Hennig has been going close, but she won't continue more chances as Queensland just got sucked too far inside as South Australians just had the numbers and happily waiting out on that left wing It's Caitlin Stanley. Kicking is the difference between these sides. Queensland have gone 2 for 2 from the boot. South Australia have missed all 3 of their attempts. Conversion piece from Michelle Milden. I beg your pardon, from Ella Christie. Milden made her conversion attempt. Helbig is unsuccessful from a penalty and a conversion attempt, but she might have another opportunity coming up before too long. South Australia already back in the Queensland half.
No, you missed it.
Quarter of an hour remaining. No pass available. South Australia looking to break through. Pilkington
Yeah, you got it.
brought down, stolen by Queensland. Craig will happily send this one back down into the South Australian half, but Anthony will quickly run it back as the side. They're looking to put on a show this morning. Really enjoyable game. South Australia, they need a try to take the lead. Matira will pass it out for Naomi Thauthau.
Yes, an out of scrum. Yep. Scrum red. Scrum red. Red scrum.
Queensland opting for the scrum. Campbell is a trio of Queenslanders to be replaced. And days like today, those towels are very, very welcome as they're cooling off and players working very hard.
Bind! 8 on.
Queensland with those changes starting to hold their own in the scrum. And spilled by Pengelly as she saw there was Jamie Matira coming up very quickly out of the defensive line and probably knew that a big hit was coming. Might have just stolen a peek.
Yep, okay.
Run these!
Crouch! Bind! Come up.
And take 2 on this scrum.
Reset.
Busy the Queensland backspin. Perhaps none more so than we just saw on the screen. Danny Martins,
Crouch!
16-year-old.
Bind!
I think she's had time for a breather in this game. Looks like the ball's got a magnet. Just attracted through Martins, but she could be forced into some defensive work here as Hee for. For the run, South Australia, they've got the numbers, but they're too slow getting it out. To the left, McNabb is tackled as Queensland scrambling across in defence. Hee for. They're now going for the line. Tia Natira. Step inside, Chitty. Spreading it out. There's room. It's Jamie Matara. She'll pass it off once more. They've got numbers. It's out to the left. Over in the corner. Naomi Thouthau scores in her second straight game. And South Australia have taken the lead with just over 10 minutes remaining.
Tamika.
And again, South Australia just taking advantage of the numbers, going from one side to the other. How many Queensland players are in tight? And clever work by the Black Falcons as
Done.
crossover on the far sideline once more, and again it's that unselfish play making the extra pass. This is Alfie. That's the one making that last pass. Laura Helbig. With her third attempt.
Next job.
Pretty much the exact same spot as her last conversion. So, agonisingly short. Struck it, it's on the way, plenty of power, but off to the left. Another unsuccessful conversion. And the score remains South Australia 15, Queensland Suburban 14 in this 7th place playoff. And just asking a bit much of Danny Martins. It was a 3-on-1. Queensland Suburban side with only 5 weeks together. And there's South Australia once again looking to work down that far sideline, but like last time the ball was thrown to her, it was Thouthau spilling it, probably like any true winger thinking, I'll go all the way myself here, and I think Martins would have at least found a way to slow her down and if not make the tackle herself. And
Pressure here, pressure.
Martins is now, well, she started off the game at fullback. She switched over to wing just before, and now she's feeding the scrum.
Block off 12.
Crouch. Bind.
8 minutes remaining, a 1-point game. Setting up for a tight finish.
Reset, let's go.
Can't get Naomi to work.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Scrum holds as Queensland didn't quite get the timing of their runs correct, and that one was spilled by Milden. It's spilled backwards though. Queensland still in possession.
Yes, Abby! Yes, Abby!
And it's stolen illegally at the ruck. Martins Taking the quick tap as she's brought down by the ankles, able to get the offload away. And keeping the move going. Zagafa Malu.
Yes! Yes!
And it's
Yes!
stolen.
Yes!
And great work at the breakdown. Abby Chitty, the 38-year-old veteran, saw the ball, went for it, and won the penalty. Started all three of South Australia's pool games, came off the bench for this one, but that was a huge play in the context of this game. Queensland on the move.
Well done.
Successful as South Australia looking to put on the razzle-dazzle in their own quarter. And they've found a gap here as they try and break through with Pilkington. And it's stolen back now by Queensland. 5 minutes remaining. South Australia almost winning it back, and it's lost, and will come back for the scrum as it's so close to being another key break for Queensland, but for Malu struggling to hold on to the ball. It would be very, very slippery after 65 minutes of rugby. With sweat accumulating. Reminder, coming up, midday local time kickoff. We've got the men's 5th place playoff between Victoria and the South Australian Black Falcons men's side. Queensland, they need to get the ball back. Scrum is held strong as oh, it was so close to the intercept from Hawkins, but there was interference, visually at least, to force the knock on. 22-year-old, first year in rugby, former sprinters. Almost, well, you would have thought she would have been off to the races if she was able to take this one cleanly. Just waiting, trying not to jump the gun too much. I'll stop with the track and field puns now. Oh, maybe one more if he scores a try in the next 3.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes is up. Ball came straight out the tunnel once more. Return to sender. So we'll try again. Noticed Duncan just holding a right hand. Able to pack down. And here goes the Queensland scrum. It a bit of a push, but again a pass behind has forced Queensland to backtrack. Webster goes down, and a penalty now for not releasing. And South Australia now 2 minutes away from their first win of the Australian Rugby Shield. And oh, that one is a shank and a half as it's actually gone backwards. However, South Australia will still have the throw-in. Johnny Matara probably won't want to put that one on the highlight reel. There's got plenty of other material today for that. Taken by Zabierski. However, it will be a Queensland scrum. This is the final opportunity. 60 seconds. And discipline will be very, very important for South Australia as well, because if Queensland can get a little bit closer, a penalty would be enough. Has held for Queensland. Taken at the back from Campbell. A 2-try scorer as it was dived on by Chitty. Again, another turnover forced by Abby Chitty. And now South Australia, they just have to hold on to the ball for a few more seconds and they'll be able to escape with a win. Here it goes back for Chitty again. The sure hands. South Australia they won't mind going backwards. A cross kick. It's there. It's caught by McNabb as she'll drive forward and to get South Australia on the front foot. And back it goes. It will be put into touch. And a breathtaking game has ended with South Australia pulling off a huge comeback, trailing 14-5 before scoring the last 2 tries to win it by 1 and secure 7th place in the women's competition of the Australian Rugby Shield. You have to give Queensland Suburban plenty of credit as well, though. They came out like a house on fire and so well, but just wasn't enough. Here are the scoring plays for the second half, and it was Saxon Campbell driving over 7 minutes in from a quick tap off the penalty. And very few people would have been able to stop Saxon Campbell from there. But South Australia, it was a similar story. Only 2 tries over in the corner to reduce it to a 1-score deficit. Caitlin Stanley, she'd been denied it just before that. This time there was no stopping her. And over in the corner. And this was how it was won. Replacement Naomi Thao on the end of this move. From right to left, it was a 3-on-1. South Australia smartly finding a way to use their numbers. Which is 3 tries. 3 tries to 2 in favour of the South Australian Black Falcons. They will secure 7th place over Queensland Suburban, and that is going to be it for this game. However, do not go anywhere. We've got more action coming your way for too long. There is the final score for the final time from Field 2 here at Ballymore. South Australia 15, Queensland Suburban 14. We've got the men's 5th place playoff kicking off in about 10 minutes time. I'm James Coughlin. Thank you very much for your company. I'll be back for the women's 5th place playoff at 1:30, but stay tuned for a whole lot more rugby here on the Rugby Australia channels. Good morning.